Brad Shoemaker.
Hi, Dan.
Are you a guy who likes to party?
Sure.
Yeah?
Who doesn't like to party?
We got the party of the century here. It's the Carnival of Time.
I see banners.
Yeah, we're here. We're getting ready. Everyone's getting ready for the party.
There's
It should be starting any time here.
Fancy deck umbrella over there. It looks like a party.
Yeah. You know, we haven't opened the doors yet, but
okay.
yeah.
Doors open at 8. Doors at 8. Show at 9.
Yeah, and Brad, I don't want to alarm you here. There is something a little different about this year's party. We got this going on.
Wow, that's a toothy moon.
Yeah, they made that creepy-ass moon way creepier in this one. This is Majora's Mask 3D.
Yeah, so it is. The Mad Moon is still a threat.
Yes, it is. This guy, fearless in the face of this moon. He scoffs at it. Cowards!
I really like the idea of a villainous moon.
Yes! That's one of the 8 billion things I love about this game.
But not only this one, like then, you know, the last boss of Dead Space 3 is a moon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I kind of... Something about the idea of Mad Moons being everywhere was really exciting to me for a while, but anyway.
Well, I want to back that Mad Moon up a little bit, so I'm going to play the song.
Back that thing up.
Yeah. I'm going to go back in time to the first day of the 3-day cycle of Majora's Mask. So this is early on in the game. I'm actually, in my personal one, I'm right at the end of the game, which I'm actually kind of sad because I've been enjoying playing through it again so much.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, we couldn't do it technically. It's a long story, it's boring, but I had to start a new file.
Nah, you don't want to show the end of the game anyway.
Yeah. No spoilers for the 15-year-old game.
First song you get? The one you just
Song
played?
of Time? Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the one that resets time.
Yes.
Which, Brad, there's some stuff that you need to know about this game because you were talking like you were going to give this game a shot finally.
Yeah, I'm still gonna play it. I've just been busy playing other stuff.
Okay. Well, if you're still going to play it, then I need to teach you some important stuff here. First of all, the Song of Time is YLR YLR. If you do in the inverted Song of Time, RLY RLY, that's going to make time go slower.
That seems like something maybe they should emphasize.
All you got to do is talk to a scarecrow. I'm actually not going to slow it because I'm going to be doing some time-based stuff here.
That seems like something that's fairly intrinsic to the enjoyment of this game.
It is, but you just got to chat with that scarecrow and he tells you all about it.
You know, I don't remember any scarecrow.
You can't miss him.
From the first time I played this game?
You have to go to the observatory right at the beginning of the game, and there's a dancing, talking scarecrow right there that you can't miss.
And he just gives it to you?
He tells you, he's like, hey, if you do this, if you can manipulate the song, you can manipulate time differently. Like, he just straight up tells you. Like, yeah, press each button twice. Yeah, it's really important. Yeah. Also, Majora's Mask, we had the debut of the classic Tingle character.
Wait, really?
There he is, yeah, first time.
This is really the first time Tingle was in a Zelda game?
That is the first time anyone sees Tingle. Right there.
Well, great.
Yep.
It's just a list of bullet points in favor of Majora's Mask. Just keeps getting longer and longer.
Yep. So I am doing the Song of Double Time here, which is you hit each note of the Song of Time twice. This is one of the major upgrades to Majora's Mask 3D, is you can actually go to any time at all. So like here, let's say I want to go to 1 o'clock or whatever. Before you would have to go to 12 or 6, or actually no, it was like 12 or 12. I want to say it was 12-hour increments.
And then just wait?
Yeah, and it sucked. You would just have to wait around.
Nice. That's a nice little convenience feature.
It is a huge help. And yeah, I've got kind of a checklist of stuff I want to do here early in the game. First off, you know about the masks. So this is the mask screen. I just have these two right now. I can turn into the Deku Scrub, and you can slide this stuff right over, which is nice and handy. And the Great Fairy Mask, which helps me find the stray fairies in each dungeon, of which there are 4 in this. So I know some people don't like that because Zelda games traditionally have more, but they're real good.
Well, how much other stuff is there is the real question.
A lot.
I'm not coming into it with like a dungeon quota or anything, as long as there's enough game there.
There is so much, and that's what's great about this game, is it's the smaller, more compact world where the NPCs actually really matter.
Sure.
And like their daily schedules and everything, which I will actually show you the new Bomber's Notebook here in a second, which is how you keep track of that stuff.
If anything, Zelda could probably stand to get even further away from the rigid, like, you know, X number of dungeon structure.
Yeah. And honestly, playing through this again right now, I'm enjoying it way more than the first time I played it.
That's a bold claim.
It's great, and I've always loved this game. Hey, look, I got another mask. So this is the Cafe mask, and that is her son she's looking for. And that is one of the longest side quests in the game. You get several items and masks looking for him. And keep in mind, I'm going to do a lot of stuff that's not even dungeons here in this quick look. So, you see this? This is the Bomber's Notebook.
Yes.
So this is looking at like, okay, first day, second day, final day. It lets you know when you can talk to people, when you should be looking for stuff.
So is that entirely new?
Yes.
Or is it just upgraded?
They had the Bomber's Notebook before, but now it's like a legit quest log. So like I can hit this and be like, okay, well I can go talk to her there, and you can like press this and find out on a map where people are. Like,
yeah, this would have been hugely helpful.
Yeah.
The first time.
Yeah. This is a huge help. Through talking to folks, I know that there's a lady that gets robbed on the night of the first day, right around midnight. And so I'll show you how you do a thing here. I'm going to go to North Clocktown. Brad, I really like this game.
I can tell. Like, your enthusiasm is palpable.
It's so good. Okay.
I'm not gonna quite go as far as to say it's infectious yet.
Okay, all right. I'll do what I can.
But I sense it.
So I'm gonna go to midnight of the first night.
So do you know that happens then because you witnessed it happening?
That's kind of hard to witness because you have to be there at the right time.
Or did the lady just tell you that? Like, how did it get added to the notebook is what I'm asking.
I want to say originally, I think you might see the lady or something, and she'll be like, oh, I got robbed yesterday at midnight. And then it's like, oh, shit. And it'll add that to the Bomber's Notebook. Like, oh, you should be in North Clocktown at midnight. Because look at this idiot over here. He's up to something.
Oh, yeah, that looks... He certainly looks shady.
Yeah, he is super up to something.
I would not trust a guy who was undulating like that.
And here's the lady. She sells bombs to the bomb shop. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Thief. Oh, God. Can I get there fast enough? I shouldn't be all the way over here. Okay. Aha!
He's not very good at running.
No, he's not.
I'm going to say.
But Link is good at being a good Samaritan because I just saved this lady. And so now, big bomb bags are at the bomb store. So the next day, on day 2, I can buy those.
Right.
Otherwise, you can't because that guy steals it and goes about his nefarious whatever.
So this game is Back to the Future is what you're saying?
Basically, with Zelda puzzles and stuff, which is real great.
Okay.
I was always really amused by this mask. I'll show you why when I can put it on. And so like it'll like stamp it here when it's done. Let's see, is it done? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll stamp it when it's completely done. It goes into completed events, just like a Skyrim or whatever. So this mask I like a lot because it puts a bomb on your face and you press B and your face explodes.
Well, okay.
That always made me laugh.
Do it again.
Well, you can hold your shield up and it has to like recharge. But I can do it again.
Are you gonna like bomb jump? Bomb shield surf jump?
No,
okay,
no.
I thought you were gonna like point the shield down and then like ride the explosion or something.
Nope, it just doesn't hurt you if you do it like that. It takes half a heart otherwise. So actually, let me see. Will this guy let me up north? I think he will. That's
I don't know about that.
I got a sword. Yep. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I'll accept that. So this is the field, which I remember being really into this field when it came out because it actually had the overworld theme, and Ocarina of Time did not. You know, just the classic Zelda theme.
That is definitely accurate.
Yes.
Is there stuff to do out here, though?
You don't spend a lot of time here, no.
Because that was kind of the biggest disappointment about Ocarina of Time for me, was that the overworld was small and boring and basically just a kind of hub that connected the different dungeons together.
Yep. There's some stuff. There's some holes you can fall in. You know, there's like a place with a cow where you can get milk.
But not that aspect, not that different.
No, but this guy's pretty cool. Just hangs out on this mushroom and does this dance on the speedo all night.
That's the word I would use.
Yeah,
sure.
cool guy.
You know, I'll say one thing. This guy clearly does not give a fuck.
No, he doesn't. He's doing his own thing.
If that qualifies as cool, then he's cool in my book.
Yeah. He's not worried about
Camaro!
what other people think of him. Yeah, his name's Camaro. He's the ghost of a dancer.
Ghost of a bitchin' hot rod.
I'm going to play him a little song here because he likes to dance. We got the Song of Healing. And I really like, too, once you get, like, the Deku mask, you play these horns. The Goron mask, you play these drums. And the Zora, you get a sweet, like, fishbone electric guitar. It's awesome.
All right.
So, he is teaching me how to start my own dance craze.
That's super fucking creepy.
Yeah. I'm going to put that creepy mask on. Obviously, it doesn't really go this fast if you're playing it for the first time and don't know exactly what to do. But that's part of the fun. It's just figuring out who these people are, what they can give you. like this creepy ass mask. Wait, nope, that one's creepy too, but this one's creepier. It's got his head on it, and I can do that anytime I want to.
That's pretty creepy.
I like it a lot.
I like the little twirl. Though.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Well, it's not a dance craze if I don't teach anyone that, so let me go do that.
Where are you?
I'm in this is Termina.
Is this snow?
Yeah, this is heading up to Snowhead, which is the second dungeon. That's the kind of Goron-centric one.
Do you have to? I assume you have to do the dungeons in an order.
You do in this one, yeah. I don't think there's any exceptions. Yeah, you do the Deku one, then you do the Goron one, the Zora one, and I'm at the very end of the last one now, which is the Stone Tower, where you kind of use everything. So, let's go over here. Clocktown, you're going to spend a lot of time here.
Got like a serious crib sheet over there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you kind of have to. You got to know when stuff happens.
Yeah, that was kind of, well, I mean, you know, I played this game 15 years ago. It's kind of hard to remember a lot of specifics, but
yeah,
I sort of feel like maybe I didn't really love the lack of direction in this game.
I kind of liked it. I felt that there was an air of mystery about it.
It's certainly valid to appreciate that, but, you know, it is kind of a big departure from a lot of Zelda stuff.
Oh, yeah. So these are the Rosa sisters. They are jerks to you.
I can't look at your face again.
Oh,
hang
on, let me get
you don't have a face, man.
Oh, look at that. So, they're jerks unless I show them some sweet dance moves.
Check out these moves, ladies.
Yeah! They need something to get inspired by, so I'm going to inspire them.
That's one of the bombers, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, I've played this game.
There you go. I want to teach you how to play it right and do the right songs and everything so you can actually beat dungeons and not have to go back and redo anything. Like, if you play it right,
yeah,
a lot of the pain in the ass stuff is not a factor at all.
Well, we do have some travel coming up, so I want to get into this game enough that I can play it on the trip.
It's a good one. I actually, yeah, for the last one, I played it on the plane. And this has been my daily commute game. I love it. All right. There you go. You can take that dance. I'll take your heart. There you go. So yeah, a lot of the, you know, Zelda standbys, as weird as this game is, you know, it's still getting hearts and getting light arrows and fire arrows and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. See? I am cool.
You're a cool guy.
I am. The cool mask. All right, did that. Man, we're filling out the mask thing pretty quick here.
The mask's creepy as fuck.
I love it. There's lots of really
it's specifically because it's so rounded and because it's flesh-colored.
Yeah.
It's just like there's this pulpy, fleshy mass on your face.
I'm going to start wearing a mask like that to work, where it's just flesh over my face, but then a tiny head of myself.
This looks like something out of a Guillermo del Toro movie.
Okay. I've never actually seen one, but I've seen, like, pictures of Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth or Hellboy or something. Just nasty-looking, creepy monsters.
So here's the guy that everyone remembers from Ocarina of Time, and it looks like he's masturbating into a box. And he's real happy about it.
You know, I never really thought about it that way.
It
but yeah,
super
sure.
looks like that's what he's doing.
All right, sure.
It's total like SNL dick in a box thing. So I'm going to talk to him. Yeah, people don't like it when you do that in an apartment building. So he's sad. Oh, okay. I like this guy a lot. Oh. I also really like this song. It's one of my favorite Zelda songs. So he stole a mask from a dog.
Okay.
And it was a dog that led other animals. So now I have the Bremen mask.
Jeez, you're getting a lot of masks here.
Yeah, I've been playing this game a lot.
How many masks are in this?
24.
Okay.
So you get the 3 ones that actually transmorph. What's the word I'm looking for? Transform you into the Deku, the Goron, and the Zora. And if you get all of them, all 23, you get the 24th match, which is the Fierce Deity mask, which turns you into this like adult, crazy-looking like voodoo Link that can shoot lasers out of his swords.
What?
And yeah, it's the best thing. It's easily the best mask.
So how many? I mean, are those 3 masks the only ones you like absolutely need to finish the game? Or I'm guessing a lot of the masks are optional, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, most of them, there's a lot of them where it's like, all it is you'll get a piece of heart because you have this mask and you do this one stupid thing.
And then do they never come in handy again?
In some cases, yeah. Like, let's see if I have any of those
weird.
here. Most of these, like this mask, the dancing one, I think I've already used everything I'd use it for.
Weird.
Yeah, I want to say so.
I assumed that, because this is what you always hear about with this game, is masks.
Yeah.
But I assumed that they would be a little bit more tied into kind of the basic puzzle solving and stuff.
The three definitely are.
So it's just those.
Yep. Now, Brad, I know you're having trouble finding the Stray Fairy at night. It is here in East Clocktown.
Wait.
You see it there?
I thought I found the Stray. Does that happen again?
Well, I mean, if you reset time.
Oh, the fairy is always stray.
Yeah, yeah. But if you do it the second time, you get the Great Fairy Mask. The first time, you just get the magic power.
Yeah.
So now, I'm going to head towards, let's see, the swamp is down this way. I hate this right now because I don't have the bunny hood, which makes you run really fast. And, yeah, I don't have the Goron thing, which also makes you go fast. So I have to go really slow, and I hate that.
Time's running out.
No, it's not. Just the end of the first day. Oh, crap. I hope it doesn't hit daytime or nighttime, and then it kicks me all the way back.
Why would it do that?
Sometimes it does that when it's shifting between days. It's kind of annoying. Let's see. Where are you going to put me? Oh, okay. It's right here. So the Southern Swamp, also known as Woodfall, is the name of the temple. That's the first one you go to. I'm debating... I want to get the bunny hood. This is the best. This is the most useful mask in the whole game outside of the 3 that you have to have. Like, you don't need the bunny hood for everything, but it makes you run twice as fast.
That seems very useful.
Yeah. So, like, it's one that I always have on my, like, quick select stuff over here. Which, it's actually really annoying on this one. I'm playing on the old original 3DS for this quick look. Personally, I'm playing with the new 3DS XL with the stick and everything. So I don't have free reign over the camera on this one, which is extremely frustrating.
How does that work? You just hit probably, what, L to center the camera?
Yep, you can do that, and then you can hit the view thing, and you can use the gyroscope to look around. Which, I think the gyroscope stuff is awesome in both this and Ocarina of Time 3D. It makes it so much easier to do kind of like the target minigames and stuff like that.
Sure. You know, I don't know about you, but I played through Ocarina on the old 3DS, and, you know, it wasn't the end of the world.
It wasn't, no. I wonder if...
It was playable.
Yeah. Let's see, am I in the right place?
I don't think this game has any other differences, like, graphically or anything.
I haven't heard anything about visual differences, no. I mean, this looks just like it does on my new one. I think... No, I don't want to be here right now. These guys are totally just Mario and Luigi.
Gross.
Yep. There.
Yeah, look at that.
You can get a mask that looks like them, and it cries. And I think the only use of that one is when they are chasing your carriage at one point. It'll make them go slower or something. Like, again, these one-use, really weird masks. I don't know if I can get to the ranch yet.
Weird masks for a weird game.
Absolutely. Village. Okay. Well, that is the place where if I blow that up with a powder keg, I'll go there and I have to help defend a farm from aliens.
What?
Aliens are trying to abduct cows, and you have to run around and shoot arrows at them before they take the cows. I thought I could get the bunny hood here. So the way you get the bunny hood is the mask I'm wearing right now, the Bremen mask. It lets you lead small animals around. So if I hold this in, and listen to a little song. I love this song. So yeah, it just lets you do that.
Sure.
And so there's this one part on the farm where there's like 10 little baby chicks, and it takes forever. You got to walk around and lead them. But when you get 10 in a row, they all pop like popcorn and turn into adult cuckoos.
Okay.
That's how chickens are made.
Yes. Of course, naturally.
Yes. And then you get the bunny hood, which makes you go twice as fast. So if anyone's playing this game and hasn't played before, go do that as soon as you can.
I'll keep that in mind. That's a hot tip.
You want that. Oh, here, we'll get some backstory about the Skull Kid here.
Skull Kid seems like a real dick.
He's a great character. I like him a lot. So Tail here is one of his 2 fairies. The other one was Tattle. And they got separated at the beginning of the game. You've probably seen that.
Yes.
This whole story is just creepy and weird. It's not the big, crazy, you know, Ganon kidnapping Zelda stuff
like
that you see a million
grandiose,
times.
like world in peril type thing.
Well, I mean, outside of the moon that's about to crush into the world and literally destroy the world.
Right, the Mad Moon. Yes.
So it's world in peril in a different way.
Forgot about that thing.
But yeah, less, you know, like Triforce talk and
Right.
things like that.
It's not the typical Zelda story by any means.
There's very few typical things about this game. And it makes you feel kind of bad for Skull Kid here.
So is he actually a tragic figure?
Yeah. He's just kind of a fun-loving dude in Ocarina of Time. We just hang out with him and play a little song for him.
Wait,
He's in the Lost Woods. You can find him, and he doesn't have the mask or anything, but you can like play a song, and you do this back and forth Simon Says thing. And I think you get a heart piece. Like most of the characters in this are from Ocarina, but sometimes they're just totally different characters.
Right, but this is a totally different land from Hyrule, right?
Yeah, this is Termina.
So,
Some people think this is like a weird thing where like Link died and like this is like Limbo or Purgatory.
So they never addressed that in the game?
No.
Like the weird similarities to Hyrule or whatever?
No, not at all. Some people say like, oh, this whole thing is this weird dream, and Link just keeps seeing familiar faces, you know, in different locations and stuff. See, Skull Kid has some friends finally. He's got these fairies. See, nobody wanted to play with him because he's a prankster. See the Mario mask there?
Wait, what?
Mario mask?
Oh yeah, hey,
yep.
look at that.
Yep. I looked on eBay today to see if they sold like full-size Majora's masks because I wanted to buy one. They don't sell them.
What's the one you get? Like that one?
I want that one, yeah.
The main one?
Yeah. Well, actually, now that I know that creeps you out as much, I might get the one with the just blank flesh face.
That. Somebody sent a photo to the podcast this week of a tattoo of that mask, like a big tattoo of that mask right in the middle of their chest.
The Majora one?
Yeah.
Really?
Like pretty big.
Jesus.
Is that a heart?
Yeah, so those things, if you kill them...
Oh, it's not a heart.
I gotta take this stupid... Yeah, you'll get whatever's inside them, so give me that. That goes to... Oh yeah, the fishing hole. So yeah, not a ton of differences between the new 3DS and this. I have noticed that the 3D is a lot better on the new one, which we've talked about that when talking about the console. But yeah, the C-Stick thing helps a lot.
Sure.
It's been kind of weird playing this one here without that.
So, yeah, that new 3DS is weird. It's like, it's very clearly better in several ways, but it's not quite better enough that you can just go, you should throw out your old 3DS immediately and get it.
Yeah.
Like, you could definitely see cases where people would still continue to just be happy with what they've got.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna learn the song here. You get to see my little Deku pipes. So that's another thing here, is you could not save anytime you went after these owl statues originally. You could only save when you went back in time.
Gross.
So yeah, that sucks. So like, if you want to save the game...
Wait a minute. I think it's starting to come back to me.
What?
I'm starting to remember why I hated this game.
They fixed a lot of it.
Go on.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, so now you can just like walk up to these owl statues anytime and save.
Wait, so you could only save before what? When you went back in time?
When you want to go back in time, so you basically have to reset the whole world if you want to save.
Okay.
So you can't just like right now, let's say, you know, if we were going to end this quick look right now, I could just go and be like, oh, all right, let me just save real quick, and you know, it's done. Whereas before, it's like, well, if I'm halfway through a dungeon, I can't save unless
That's what it fucking was.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yes, I absolutely remember why I hated this fucking game.
Yeah,
now.
that sucked. And now you don't have to worry about that at all.
So you had to manually reset the world state to save your progress?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it was. I remember very explicitly now getting to the end of the first time. I was like in the room before the boss or something like that. I was like right at the end of that first dungeon to the point that if I had just finished, like if I'd beaten the boss and done whatever and then reset the clock, I would have been done with all that. And I didn't make it in time.
Yeah.
And then I was basically facing down the prospect of having to do the entire dungeon again.
Yeah.
And instead, I put the game in a drawer and never played it again.
That'll happen.
Yeah, fuck that. And
you don't have to worry about that anymore, Brad.
I'm not going to say things that are going to get a bunch of people mad at me, but...
You do not have to do that again.
But don't fucking tell me that's not a valid reason to dislike this game.
It can be very frustrating. But they fixed it. They understand that
yeah, that's
kind
huge.
of shitty.
Yeah, that is insanely huge.
Yes. It is. It completely changes the experience. I'm gonna go in here. So I don't know if you saw that little cutscene where that witch flew out. That is Kume, who was actually like a boss in Ocarina of Time, and now they're just these nice old ladies that run a potion shop.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna do this quick little side quest thing, and I'll end before we actually go into the next big like dungeon.
Oh yeah, wouldn't mind seeing like the first room or two.
Okay, I can do that.
Just you know, see what a dungeon looks like.
Sure thing.
Right, Woods of Mystery.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's not Hyrule. It's Termina. Little turtles. Okay. Which way did he go? Did he go left?
Did you played the Ocarina remake, right?
Oh,
On 3DS?
Yeah, I reviewed it.
Is this basically, I know it's the same company doing the port, like pretty much the same level of quality as far as graphical upgrades and all that stuff?
Yeah. But I mean, I think the outside of just the technical stuff, I think the stuff with like going to whatever hour you want, or saving anywhere.
The saving and the notebook and all that stuff, like those are obviously huge changes. But I mean, just kind of technical quality of, you know, graphical touch-ups and stuff.
Well, the thing is, they're so good at making it look like you remember it looking.
Yeah,
and not how it was. Like if you look back at screenshots, it's like, oh man.
I remember you, or I overheard you telling somebody the other day about that aspect of this, and it was exactly what I thought about Ocarina 3DS.
Yeah.
Where you're playing it, going like, did they do anything to this? Like,
yep.
This looks unchanged.
Yep.
And then you actually go back and look, and you're like, holy shit.
It's super duper changed.
That aged poorly. This looks way better.
Yeah, yeah. Like I think this looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, come on.
I might be a little strong.
Give it up.
Some of the stuff is a little still kind of fugly.
But it's gorgeous.
But I mean, it's totally acceptable. Like it looks totally fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. You know that.
You know what? I don't know if this game did it to me, but the only thing I ever have resembling a nightmare, like I never have nightmares, but I will have these dreams like, nah.
Everybody has nightmares.
I really don't. I never do. Oh wait, can I not buy that potion?
You can't magical thinking your way out of basic, you know.
I'm not making this up, Brad. I do not have nightmares. The only thing I have is like once every couple years, I will have a thing where, oh shit, I gotta wait for her to come back. I'll have a thing where like I'm in a house or at work and I step outside and all of the planets are like way too fucking huge. So like they're just right there, like, you know, I can see Jupiter and it's taking up like half the sky.
This is in your dreams?
Yeah, and it's just the most unnerving fucking thing in the world.
This is the only nightmare you've ever had?
Yeah, and like that's not even that bad. Well, no. I've had nightmares in the past, but like in recent...
God damn it, you're not immune to the basic cognition damage?
Oh, no, when I was a kid I had, you know, the occasional nightmare, but yeah, as an adult I don't really at all.
You're a freaking meat computer just like the rest of us.
Meat computer. It's kind of a gross term.
You never been like chased by a xenomorph?
No. I remember when I first saw Jurassic Park when I was 10, I had a dream where the raptors chased me around my house. I was hiding under the bed and I could see the claw come up.
Well, lucky for you, raptors are the good guys now.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I'll have things where it's like, I'll have dreams that the cops are after me for some reason. Like I did something illegal, and it's like, I don't know what I did, but it seems like I'm going to jail.
That seems pretty bad, sure.
I don't do illegal stuff though, so it always scares me.
I don't know, a nightmare for me these days is like losing somebody that I care about or something.
Oh, okay.
Like actual, real, horrifying things, not like, it's a monster.
Oh, okay.
In terms of like things that stick with you and bother you, you know?
Yeah. Brad, I don't know why I can't find this lady right now. I thought I was supposed to go talk to her. So that lady, the witch that's in here in the woods, you have to give her a potion, and then, you know, she'll help you out. But I don't know why I cannot get to the potion shop. Let's see if I follow this monkey one more time. And there's things too where it's like, in each dungeon there's 15 stray fairies. And if you get all of them... Wait, there she is. I need to talk to you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe
I hate these ladies. or this lady. I don't know if it's...
There's two. It's Kume and something else.
Their weird wall-eyed look. Like, oh, that's so gross.
Like chameleon eyes?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm telling her that her sister is hurt. Okay, so now I get this. Now I give this to her sister. There we go. I like them. They're nice. It's also one of the best boss fights in the series. They form together, twin Rova, in Ocarina of Time. Yes, I know how to use items.
Those are basically the kind of eyes that guinea pigs have.
Oh, really?
Which I have two of, obviously.
So the thing you're super scared of, you have those same animals?
Well, it's not that grotesque in that case, but I was reading about it the other day. It gives them like a huge field of view. Like 340 degrees or something insane like that. Like, they can see almost all the way around themselves.
Does it go into one image, or is it like...
Well, that's the thing. So they don't have depth perception because their eyes are so, like, pointed in the opposite direction.
Oh, weird.
So they can see all the way around themselves, so, like, you know, it's beneficial for, like, watching for predators coming after them. But they can't sense depth, so, like, you can put them on, like, a countertop and they just, like, walk right off.
Oh, really?
Because they can't tell there's a drop there.
Jesus
Like, I'm not sure if that's a good trade-off.
Yeah. Man, I'm glad I'm a human.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, if you have to be alive, that's probably the way to go.
Well, think how lucky we are. There's like a billion different, like, you know, bugs and bacteria and fish and crap.
Oh,
And we're dudes, and yeah, we can see stuff. We have depth perception.
If you had a loving home, I would think being a dog would be pretty cool.
Would you appreciate it though, or would you be too stupid?
I don't know. Ignorance is bliss.
Preaching to the choir there.
Oh my.
All right, I think I can finally get to that dungeon now. I gotta go to this crazy monkey village thing first, though. All right. Have you gotten this far? I know you played a little bit.
No. I got turned back into a human. I may have gotten the sword. I think I got the sword.
As soon as you're a human, you already have the sword and shield.
Yeah. And I did a little bit after that, but then I got sidetracked with other stuff.
Okay.
Definitely gonna jump back into it as we head to PAX and stuff.
I'm glad I was able to tell you, like, very key things that you need to know.
I mean, specifically, so again, so you still have to go to a statue to save, right?
Yeah, but that's...
But how widespread are those? Like, are they in dungeons?
And like every main... Yeah, they are in dungeons.
Okay.
You know, the entrance of every dungeon, and you can pretty much warp anywhere you want to. So, actually, I'll play that song once I get over here.
I wasn't paying close attention to what it looked like. Are they the same statues that you're getting hints out of?
No, those are the, like, speaking stones or Sheikah stones or whatever.
Right.
Those are different.
Because there's one of those right near the beginning of the game that I saw. Oh, you know
that's
what?
a new one. That's a new thing, because you know how Nintendo likes to, help folks out more now, make it a little easier.
Oh, I know which statue you're talking about. It's the one that's... Yeah, because there's one of those, like, right in the middle of town, right? Like, right behind the windmill? Or whatever it is.
Like the owl one?
Yeah,
the
thing you save with. Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that now.
And you can fly to any of them by doing RXA. It's the Song of Soaring. And so you can basically, any owl statues you've activated, you can just warp right to with that. There's also like feather ones though that are just save spots. They're not they're not warp spots.
That's handy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fuck man, it's all coming back to me now. I was way too stubborn to like give up on the dungeon that I was almost done with.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this, I can make it out of here. And then I didn't.
Yeah.
Then I was like, nope, done.
That can be tricky. If you had to guess, what percentage chance right now do you think that you will actually beat this game once you start playing it?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know. I really can't say without playing more of it.
Be optimistic. Let's say 65.
Like optimistic?
Yeah.
Yeah, realistically I was going to say 50-50, so yeah, sure.
Okay.
That works.
That's fair enough.
I'm 100% going to play more of it.
Okay.
I just can't guarantee I'll get to the end of it, but...
Well, I look forward to those podcast conversations when you do play it.
Maybe it'll suck me in, you know?
I hope it does. I mean, you like the series, right?
This is kind of the lost Zelda game for me. Well, whatever, I didn't give Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword the time of day.
You didn't beat those?
I didn't touch them.
Really?
I watched people play them quite a bit because, I was working for websites.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to avoid those games, saw a bunch of them, but...
It's,
I don't know. Like, even the reaction in hindsight to those games makes me feel pretty good about skipping them.
I mean, they're still good games compared to other games.
They're bad, but, like, A, good in general terms is not the same as good for a Zelda game.
That's true. Held to a higher standard.
And, B, there's kind of diminishing returns on trying to recreate a lot of the stuff they've done before.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I see a lot of people describe Twilight Princess as just kind of a cobbled together Ocarina clone or whatever. Or, like they were chasing the same thing that they did with Ocarina.
But yeah, they totally were.
Like, the whole, like, oh, here's mature Zelda again and that kind of thing.
Yep. Made people cry, Brad.
Like, yeah, no, I was there. I was in that room.
Were you crying?
No.
Okay.
Fuck no. I liked Wind Waker.
Yeah, Wind Waker's great.
Like, I was like, all right, well, cool. Now they're doing something different with Zelda. That's all right. But, like, I was like, hey, I liked the last thing you did with Zelda. That was cool.
You know what? I love Zelda, I'd say more than most, and still when I heard that people were crying, it's just like, oh, come on.
Oh, it's the worst. Oh, my God, it's the worst.
Oh, it's so stupid. Don't cry over a trailer. Jesus Christ. Video game ever made you cry, Brad?
Trying to think.
Or a film?
I don't know, what does that mean? Like,
I'm
full-on tears or just misty?
At least one tear starting to roll out of your eyeball.
Like movies, sure, yeah, I don't know. Nothing comes immediately to mind, but...
Huh. Closest I probably ever got was the end of Saving Private Ryan, but no actual tears or anything. Not much of a crier.
No shame in showing your emotions.
Oh, no, I would have no shame if I did. I just don't really cry.
All right, that's fair.
No nightmares, no crying.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in that head of yours.
No, it's a fun place.
I don't doubt that.
We're in the royal chamber of the Deku King guy. The princess has been kidnapped. I like the look of his little Deku butler over there. His little, like, bushes here. So they think, yeah.
He's quite a stately guy.
Yeah, look at his bow tie. It's just like a little stump with 2 leaves coming out of it.
That's ridiculous. I'm envisioning him as bald with, like, the wraparound hair.
Yeah, like the Larry David hair.
Yeah. Like
So,
the kind of hair you should just shave off.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Probably.
Yeah. So that
Unless you're Captain Picard.
He's just
Then
it's
you
pretty cut down with Picard, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It's a real military, but still.
Yeah, just get rid of it. So yeah, they think that monkey stole the princess, so they are going to like torture and kill that monkey unless I can prove his innocence. So this is the monkey's brother.
So you put on your lawyer mask.
Yep, that's it. A Saul Goodman mask. Actually, you know, getting into the actual dungeon does require... Oh, god damn it, I did that fucking Zelda thing where you say, no, I don't understand. Oh, Jesus Christ. I usually never do that.
Come on, Nintendo.
Yeah. So yeah, it does require a couple steps here, so I need to... Well, I don't know. I don't know how we're doing on time. I'm going to lose track when I'm playing this.
I mean, I'm fine with whatever, but if it's going to be super laborious to get into the dungeon, it's not like...
I'd say 5, 6 minutes.
It's not totally required. Yeah, you can keep going.
Go for it.
Forgive me if I just ramble about whatever while you're doing it.
So I think Zelda with the series, I think the only one I have not beat is 2.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never beaten 2?
I've gotten close,
Oh,
but
dude,
I mean,
I beat 2.
also
back
keep in
the
mind
day.
though, I was like, when did that come out? Like 88?
I think it was 88.
I mean, I would have been 4 years old. That was the year I got my NES.
89.
Yeah, at 4.
I think it was 88.
That's a fucking hard game now.
So you played it when it was new?
Yeah, I did. Because my stepdad had Zelda and Zelda 2, and I remember I would put it in. I was just fascinated by the gold cartridge stuff. And yeah, it was way too much for me. I've tried going back to it a few times since then with like that GameCube collection they put out. It's a real hard game.
I've been thinking a lot about Zelda 2.
Really?
The last couple months, for some reason. It's such a weird outlier as a Zelda game.
It is.
Like, they made it a side-scroller, they made it kind of an RPG because you're leveling up. There are towns, you know, there's all this, like, talking to NPCs going on.
You know,
Like, it doesn't feel like a Zelda game.
That's the thing, is it's almost like, remember when they made Zelda 1, and then Zelda 2 was such a weird outlier, and then with Link to the Past, they're like, okay, sorry, we're going to go back to, like, totally what you know and like.
They were like, yeah, we're going to just perfect the first thing we did.
Yeah, it's similar to what you were saying with what they tried with Twilight Princess, where it's like, oh, sorry, we did that sailing stuff that you didn't like, and the cell shading, like, here's Ocarina, basically.
Yeah,
but they didn't.
It was different, though, because, you know, like, game design was advancing by leaps and bounds with every passing year back then.
That's true.
So, like, you know, Link to the Past is so much more than what Zelda 1 is.
It is. To this day, the greatest video game I've ever played.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. I might have to fire up Zelda 2 in some capacity.
I'd be curious
at
to
some
talk
point.
about that.
You know, a lot of what it was all the Zelda 2 challenges in the second NES remix.
Oh, really?
On the Wii U.
That's what did it for you?
Well, just playing those and realizing, like, oh god, that's right, this game is really fucking hard.
Yeah.
There's a Shadow Link challenge in that game.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to beat it. I was like, man, this guy sucks.
Yep, I remember that. I didn't overall like the NES remix stuff, but occasionally they have.
I enjoyed it. It could have been a lot better in some ways, but it was all right.
Let's see where we're going here.
I was going to ask you what what your expectations are for the new Zelda game, but I don't think I need to because obviously you want it to be good.
Oh yeah.
I'm
hoping this one sucks.
Trying not to get too excited for that game.
I'm an idiot.
But like all indications are like they're making exactly what I want them to make, which seems like I fully recognize the peril of feeling that way.
Well, do you like the idea of like going after dungeons in whatever order you want?
Like I was saying before, I would be happy if there were no dungeons. Like if they found other ways to disperse those like dungeon-like challenges throughout the world in a more natural way, I'd be fine with that.
Okay. Hey, I do think. I mean, they've said that there are going to be, you know, traditional dungeons.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but you know, again, like I think they could benefit from getting away from the rigidity of their structure a little bit.
Yeah. And honestly, I've liked it every time they've done it. Like here, this gets out of the structure, and then Link Between Worlds, they shook some stuff up.
Yeah, Link Between Worlds is the best Zelda game in like probably in a decade.
It's so fucking good.
Since Wind Waker, I'd say.
It is so damn good.
And no, I don't care that I haven't played the other games.
It's
me
hard.
thumbing my nose.
There's some really good stuff there. There's really good puzzles, really good dungeons.
Yeah,
but...
like that's fine, but you know, especially like where we have an onus to play as many games as we possibly can.
Yeah.
The stuff I saw of those games, watching other people play them, and you know the common complaints about them, like Skyward Sword in particular. You know, like people talking about how fucking long it takes to get going.
And there is so much backtracking. Like it does take a while to get going. But you know, the dungeons and stuff are really good, so it didn't really bother me that much.
Right.
It's the fact that like there's these 3 like big areas, and you have to just keep going back to them over and over.
That's the thing. It's like if I could play a distilled, like cut down version of the greatest hits of Skyward Sword, like I probably would have checked that out. But
yeah.
But I like literally do not have the time to devote to a subpar Zelda game.
Yeah.
Like there's too much bad to take to get the good. Basically, what I'm saying.
Yeah. And some of those later ones, like Twilight Princess, is like a 50 or 60 hour game.
Right.
They
I
are
just
long.
Cannot devote that kind of time to anything but a superb Zelda game.
Yeah. I have really high hopes for the Wii U one. I mean, granted they haven't shown that much, but man, it seems really ambitious. And
yeah, everything they showed at the Game Awards looked fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I want them to do.
Yep. All right, so I snuck in to this little monkey guy here. Turns out that's not going to work. So, he wants the Deku pipes. So I'll show that to him. I like these monkeys. Aw. Yeah, even if, you know, you say subpar Zelda games or whatever, it's just such a part of my gaming history and, you know, like the past being my favorite that, like, I will always play through everyone that comes out. Like,
sure.
It's the holy trinity for me. My 3 favorite series, it's Mario, Zelda, and Metal Gear.
I understand that. You know, I used to feel that way about Zelda. I used to feel that way about Final Fantasy, but like at a certain point, I had to let go of that compulsion. When you know, like things persist for so long, and the people making them change, and like you realize they're kind of not what they used to be in a certain sense. Like,
well, it seems to me that like didn't Final Fantasy just get straight up shitty? Like it seems like people don't like 13 at all.
Right.
Right. Like I know people like 12.
There were things to like about 13.
But overall, aren't people like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're making like 3 of these shitty 13 games.
Yeah, totally. But you know, I had to find a way to let go of that drive to play every single game in the series just because it had a certain name on it. You know.
You know, I think if Zelda got to the point where they made like 2 or 3 like really mediocre ones that I didn't enjoy at all in a row, I might get to that point. But as much as Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword aren't the best in the series, I still liked them enough to...
Yeah. Again, that's why I said subpar Zelda game and not just subpar game.
Yeah.
You know, like in the Zelda pantheon, I don't think anybody's going to put either of those games at the top.
Yep. I think I tried to help the monkey, but now I'm just speeding up its torture.
Is this all the prelude to that dungeon?
Uh-huh. So like each
shit.
dungeon kind of has like a big prelude kind of side quest thing leading up to it. Which actually it's pretty much done right now, and I can go right to the temple. So I'll step inside so you can at least get a little taste of it. This is a shortcut to the area. It's Woodfall. That's the thing, is like, yeah, there are 4 dungeons, but like there are fairly lengthy kind of prelude things before a lot of them.
Yeah, I can see where they would cram a lot of extra gameplay in here.
Yeah. And then the NPC stuff I really think is the star of the show with this one. The Deku Scrub here is my least favorite one of the transformations, which makes it kind of lame that like you have to start as this thing and you are this for a while.
Is there a lot of that in the dungeons, or are you kind of free to do what you want in there?
It's a lot of going back and forth, especially the one I'm in now, the 4th one. Like you are switching between all of them very frequently in that. But yeah, like this first one, I'm going to need to be the Deku Scrub pretty frequently so I can use these flower things.
Is there much just like straight up fighting? Like are you still just hitting stuff with a sword a lot?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's tons of awesome boss fights and stuff. Oh god, so here's a frustration. In 5 minutes, oh my god, it's gonna make me do this shit again because it's gonna switch to night. Oh wait, no, it's morning. Okay, it's the switch from day to night that actually triggers a cutscene.
Oh wait, and where do you end up after that?
It was just like the last door you walked in a lot of the time.
Oh, you mean you just have to do this area again?
Yeah,
That's
but
kind
you'll
of-
be doing a thing where you're like following a ghost to the end of a hallway or something, and then it'll cut off halfway through, and be like, well, shit, I got to start that whole thing over again. That's kind of frustrating, but that doesn't happen often. All right.
Man, I'm almost tempted to go dig up my Majora's Mask cart now.
You're like the old 64 one?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Which I'm fairly certain I literally only booted
Oh,
once.
really?
And just to see where my save is.
Are you good about keeping all your old games?
Yeah, from that era, yeah.
Okay.
Cartridges more than CDs for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Like, I've got all my N64 games in a box somewhere.
Well, it is kind of cool that, like, you know, save files and stuff are so much easier to, like, pop into a different system or whatever.
Yeah, I hope the battery is still going. I assume it is.
Well, I just love the
this-
fact that, like, I can pull... I think I've done it for UPF or something. Like, my old No Mercy
Yeah, sure.
cartridge, I have my created characters of, like, my old Funko-Land manager.
Right.
You know, stupid shit like that.
Actually, were they even... I wonder if they were even still using battery backup
On
the
the
N64.
64?
Or were they writing to some kind of... Jason, any idea?
You know everything, Jason.
They use batteries.
Okay. I think he's just making stuff up.
I'm making shit up.
Jeff has a, I forgot what's it called. I forget. It's one of those. It's basically one of those like SNES cart to USB interfaces, and I meant to bring in my entire SNES collection and just dump all the save files through that thing
Oh, really?
because it's SNES. You know, like I think you're getting to the end of the battery lifespan for a lot of that stuff.
Oh, wow.
Like where you're just gonna lose all those save games at some point
Huh.
as the batteries die.
Wasn't aware that was an issue.
Oh, totally. Yeah, yeah. Like it happened with NES games.
Huh.
Like a lot of people's NES save files are just gone because, you know, battery died.
Was not aware of that. There's the temple.
Hey, that's simple.
Just made it raised from the ocean. The Sonata of Awakening. And usually, like, right beforehand, you can find fairies in these pots, but I don't really care right now because I'm not actually going to play it. So we'll step in here real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Brad, I want you to play this game.
Yeah, no,
I want to talk
All
on the
right.
podcast more about it.
you win.
Okay.
I'll
All
play
right.
it.
All right.
I
Oh,
keep,
here.
I keep looking at it every couple nights. I'll look at it and think like I should pick that back up, but I'm just trying to finish some other games right now.
So you got to set attainable goals. What you got to tell yourself, like, okay, you'll at least play to the beginning of the second temple.
Okay.
Stuff like that. You could do that.
I mean, the kind of slightly nebulous goal I have is get deep enough into this game that I'm comfortable playing it on an airplane with no internet. Because right now I'm still a little paranoid about like, what if I miss the song that I need, or I can't find the mask that lets me progress or whatever.
I mean, I've told you
But-
the main stuff you need to know so far, like the time stuff. That's the main stuff you got to worry about. Like
Yeah.
The slow down time. Which, if I was playing this for real right now, there's no chance in hell I'd be walking into this dungeon because it's 8:50 on the third day. Like that's just a recipe for failing.
Sure.
So that's the stuff, like, when you realize that you are just about to walk into a temple, go to the first day, immediately play the inverted song so it slows down time, and then start the temple.
You still have to make your way all the way back here, right?
No,
Or do you
so I could just play the Song of Soaring and get, like, right next to this.
Oh, you mean with the fast travel stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just play that song, and then be right in here. But yeah, it was the first dungeon. Not going to go through the whole thing or whatever.
It definitely looks like a dungeon.
Yeah. So all the dungeons are very good. That's the thing. There's only 4, but they are all very solid, and they've all got these fairy things. So you want to get 15 in each. But yeah, that's the broad strokes of Majora's Mask.
It seems like pretty much what people wanted.
I am completely thrilled with it, and I appreciate this game even more now. So I am so glad this came out.
Yeah. Thanks for the primer.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining me, Brad.